Welcome back to the Old Barn on Ann Street. We're excited to share with you this journey of renovating this old 1700s, this barn built in the 1780s. It's an amazing barn, a lot of history in it, and it was a year ago this last weekend where we got the keys for the first time, and we want to share with you this journey of renovating this barn and getting it ready for Janet's pottery studio and all the things that are happening in there, and getting the house ready for our tenants at the same time. And so we want to talk to you about what we started just a year ago, but when I think about what happened a year ago last week when we got the keys to the barn for the first time, I'm reminded about what happened a year ago this weekend when I took sailing lessons on the harbor behind me for the first time. I've never been a sailor. I don't think I'll ever have a sailboat, but this is an amazing harbor. I read somewhere that Shelburne Harbour is the third best natural harbor in the world. I don't know what that means, but it's an amazing place. Most nights during the summer, there are people sailing out there on the harbor. You can watch them sail, some sailing regattas and races. It's a fun place to be. I mean, the harbor is 10, you can go 10 kilometers before you even get to the edge and out to the open ocean. It's a huge harbor. Well, last year I took sailing lessons for the first time because, you live in a harbor town. You got to learn how to spend time on the water. And so I did, and it was amazing, exhausting, but amazing. So shout out to Guy Tipton and Tatum and the crew for doing an amazing job with this Adults Learn to Sail program and the Shelburne Sailing Academy last year. I highly recommend, if you're looking for something to do this summer, come down to the Shelburne Harbor. You can rent some kayaks, you can visit the museums, you can go to some of the amazing restaurants in town. You will absolutely love it. I love this little town, and so I hope that you fall in love with this barn as we share with you about what happened with the barn, but I hope you also at the same time fall in love with the town, this amazing little town, and the people in it. But the reason why you're here is to learn about this barn and how we did with the whole process. And so let's take some time now, and we're gonna go inside the barn right behind us, and we're gonna see what happened a year ago when we started the work, and I hope you enjoy the process. So this is day 2, and we're continuing our work here. We've done a lot of cleaning around here, but we've discovered that because this is an old barn, and they did used to have animals here, you can see right behind me where the floor is built up. There's a couple extra layers of floor. We're gonna take those out today and see what's under them, and hopefully what's under them is just in the same condition as this other floor, so that it will be a level floor all throughout the whole studio. But we're gonna go on an adventure and see what's under here. Let's see. So here's a close-up of what we're finding underneath the floor. We had a conversation, my wife and I, about whether or not we should just leave the floor and use it because it's pretty sturdy, although there is about a 4-inch step up on the edge there. But I'm glad we're taking it up because between the layers, there's some strapping there, but you can see there's all kinds of old, probably animal feed, hay, whatever it is that they eat, plus some of the decomposing wood that's underneath there. It would have been terrible for the air quality of this place if we didn't do anything about that. I will say I also found a few small bones. I'm just not sure what those were from. But, so yeah, here's what's in between. You can see there's kind of the strapping, and then there's kind of a cavity between the top layer and the bottom layer. And we want to get down to that bottom layer and clean it all up so it'll be clean, safe, and sturdy. So I've been started ripping up this area here, which is the kind of reinforced area where they used to have some animals in the barn. And this one section, there's a bit of rotten wood. You can see right there you can see right through the middle of the wood, and up there's a big hole there. I've gone underneath in the crawl space, and I can see that it only goes over, by the time you get here, it should be pretty good. So looks like I might only need to replace this, but here's hoping. But here's what it looks like as we're digging into it. So I hope you liked that. Kind of one of the first projects we did after cleaning up the barn, where all the work began, and it's an exciting process. So we're going to tell you more about it next week. We're going to post a video every Sunday, so like and subscribe, or join us next week to see more about the old barn on Ann Street. See you then.